What's going on, guys? This is John from Texas Wiles.
Rooster from Rooster Outdoors.
And you are listening to the Wiley Rooster Boys Outdoor Podcast.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Got another episode of the Wiley Rooster Boys here with you. And again, Texas Wiles is not joining us this evening. So we got to stare at my ugly mug. But today's going to be kind of a short and sweet video. What's going on? Set That Hook. If you guys listen on podcasts, we have live chat going on. Set That Hook. He's an awesome guy at DFW area, does some fishing. I seen you put up a video the other day, or a little short. Pretty excited to see you get back out on the water, man. Well, that's what I wanted to talk about in the beginning here. Today's the 11th, so been preaching it. Tomorrow is the day, March 12th. It's going to be Texas Bass Holes Kayak Tournament. For anybody out there in the DFW area, if you haven't heard me talk about it, it's kayak tournament. It's completely free to get into. I think he's going to have the big bass like usual. It's like $10, I think, to get in. What's up, Albert? But I believe it's $10 to get into the big bass. But he's going to have all kinds of awesome prizes. He always does. And, I mean, most time he has raffles for people that don't even place in the top three. So it's going to be pretty sweet. Got a little bit more detail on it. Tournament boats will launch at 9 a.m. It ends at 2. Come in for the weigh-in. I say weigh-in. It's the top 3 places are going to be determined by your largest 3 fish by length. So as long as you have a tape measure or a hog trough, anything like that, that'll get you where you need to go. I mean, you'll be good to go with that. Yeah, really looking forward to it. Only thing I'm not looking forward to is we had this cold front hit here in Texas, and I was looking. It's gonna be like 34 degrees when we launch in the morning. Definitely not looking forward to that, but that's how it is. It's that time of the year. I believe he's giving away a kayak again this year. A bunch of all kinds of prizes. I couldn't tell you everything he had. You have to watch. He talked about it in the episode we had him on, Albert, and a bunch of cool stuff. I know that. But yeah, again, that's tomorrow. Be there before 9 so you can get registered, get all ready. Like I said, 9 o'clock is when the boats launch. So get over there. Again, that's Marine Creek. Second, I wanted to kind of talk about. There's been a lot of confusion, I guess, about this giveaway we're doing. I'll just post it real quick. We're doing a giveaway for anybody that doesn't know. We're giving away a Shaybird spinning reel combo. And that's the dude right there we're giving away. I'm going to be giving that away at the end of the season. So we're on episode 6, so 4 more episodes. So really, that gives you this episode and 3 more to get your name in the hat. All you got to do, and this is where the confusion's been, you have to go to the Wiley Rooster Boys YouTube channel and post that you want to be, just post spinning reel combo, and that'll get you entered. But the confusion is it has to be that YouTube channel. It can't be Rooster Outdoors. It can't be Texas Wiles. It has to be the Wiley Rooster Boys. I know that can be a little confusing because a lot of you guys are coming in on different channels. We got this show broadcast on 3 different YouTube channels. But to make it easier, right there at the top of the description in this video, I put the link for the Wiley Rooster, the Wiley Rooster Boy YouTube channel. So just comment on the latest video you want to be entered, and that'll get you there. It's going to be pretty awesome. The other rule I got to mention is it can't be international. It has to be here in America for shipping reasons, because it is ridiculous to ship that thing. Albert says, awesome. Yes, it's pretty sweet little combo. I mean, I'm actually kind of jealous. I wouldn't mind having that myself. It'd be pretty awesome. But talking about giveaways, sorry, y'all, it's Friday. I hope y'all are enjoying yourself. I'm trying to have me a brewski and get ready for my weekend. But you guys have, I'll be there tomorrow, but not fishing. Well, at least we'll get to see you sit the hook. Yeah, it'd just be awesome to see you. Haven't talked to you in a while, man. So, talked about it. Old Mike Slauson, he's me and Texas Wiles knife guy. He has scissor tail forge there. We've talked about it. I always have to point out, because I never have it on me, I never think about having it. This is my little Skinner that he made for me, little custom blade. You know, John's got a different one. This one's made for a neck knife, and he just gave me this little Kayak sheath, you know. But it's an awesome little blade. Not saying this is what it's going to be, but we have a deal with Mike. We have an option to be a supporter for the podcast. And once we hit 10 supporters, we're going to be doing a giveaway of a custom knife from Scissor Tail Forge. Don't know what it's going to look like. Like I said, it ain't going to look like this. This is just what he made me. But yeah, we're not asking you to do it. It's just a perk for the people that do it. I think it's 99 cents, $5, $10, whatever you want to do to donate. You donate, and the giveaway is only for the supporters. It's not going to be for everybody. It's for the supporters. So there's that. I always forget to have this thing on hand to show you guys, and it's a nice blade. The one Texas Wiles has, we did that survival challenge, and I mean, he put it through the ringer. They're a heck of a knife. I can't say a lot about it. And hopefully we'll have Mike on. I'd love to get him on. We tried to have him on episode 4. Just the way life goes, couldn't get met up with him. But again, guys, this is going to be kind of a short and sweet little episode. So we're going to kind of run through our first break here real quick. I'll be right back.
So I want to take a second to talk about Anchor. Have you guys ever wanted to discuss certain topics with people on a broad scale, but you don't really know how? Well, that's where Anchor comes in. It is a podcast app that is 100% free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or the computer, whichever you prefer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever else has podcasts. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. You just record, upload, Anchor will distribute it, and should you monetize it, you get paid for it. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So be sure to check out the App Store, download the free Anchor app, or go to anchor.fm to get started.
All right, guys. So it always sneaks up on me. I don't know about you guys. I forgot this Sunday is time change. And I wish they'd just keep it, you know. I get why they started it way back when, but it's irrelevant now. So why not just do away with it? You know, Arizona doesn't have it. I think there's another state or two that doesn't. And it was kind of nice, I ain't going to lie. Just pick one or the other. Let's stick with it. But I always hate springing forward. Real quick, we got chat here. Albert says that's yes. Yeah, it's a heck of a knife. Says, wish I could be there. I'm recovering from knee surgery. Well, that's all right. He does have a lot more he does. First of all, I hope you recover well, you know. Knee surgery is never fun. But he does do tournaments all the time. He kind of actually goes all over the state of Texas here. I can't remember off the top of my head. He actually had a couple of the other dates posted already for some of the other ones he's doing. I know he goes down to Houston area. I think he was actually talking when we talked to him about going west this year, maybe. This year or maybe next year. I don't know. He's really expanding. But he's an awesome guy. Does a lot of awesome things for the community. I mean, I can't say enough about him. But yeah, this time change, man, dude, this year's flying by. And usually with time change, the only good thing about it is, you know, that water's warming up, you know, temperature and everything. But we get this little fluke stuff that we got today, and it sucks. But what do you do? What else was I going to talk about? I'm trying to remember. I had something else I wanted to bring up. I do know I wanted to talk about the roadmap kind of for the remaining episodes we do have. I don't know if he's watching, he probably ain't, but I need to actually text him and hammer down a day. But next weekend, I believe we're going to have Maddie from Backwoods Mindset. He's going to be a guest on here. Real cool guy I met a while back. He's actually out of Cleveland. And pretty cool guy. He does a lot of fishing, a lot of hunting. He's an up-and-coming YouTuber. Real neat dude. But I believe next weekend we're going to try to have him on. That's going to hammer out a date. I'm going to try to get Mike Slauson on for another episode. And then I figured, I don't know what your guys' opinion is. I figured maybe the 8th or 9th episode we'll do kind of like an open mic night. Let you guys come on in here and shoot the breeze with us. And then obviously, usually we do 10 episode seasons, so episode 10 should be the giveaway. So I mean, we're closing down, dude. It's getting crazy. Can't wait to see you guys dressed. Yeah. It's gonna be cold tomorrow, man. By the time we get there, just to get registered, dude, it's gonna still be, I think, in like the high 20s, mid to high 20s. I just hope them fish are biting. Last year I didn't have very good luck. Texas Wiles didn't either, and a lot of folk didn't. But I know the fish are in that lake, so hopefully people have better luck this year. Hopefully, I mean, I think I was talking about it last episode. Literally, it was a month after the last year's tournament. Watched a guy on YouTube pull out like an 8-pounder or something like that. Just luck of the draw, I guess. We just too soon or what it was. I don't know what, but definitely looking forward to it. I got that brand new yak I got to get out. Speaking of kayaks, Frankie, we had him on last weekend. We were talking about kayaks and stuff. I meant to put it in the description, but I had it in last week's episode. Check out his YouTube. He actually finally got the video dropped on his new kayak, that Old Town he got. And that thing it's mint. It is freaking mint, dude. He scored big with that one. I'm kind of jealous. Marine Creek had a few share lunkers that came out of there. That's what I've heard. That is what I've heard. So trying to actually, one of my bosses was telling me about that it's had some share lunkers out of there. Speaking of share lunkers, I meant to talk about it last weekend. So I had talked about, OH Ivy, that guy pulling that 17-pounder. Hey, Zombie Prepper, appreciate you stopping by. And OH Ivy, that guy pulled out that 17-pounder. I'm sure everybody and their dogs heard about that by now. But I didn't hear about the fellow that caught that meanmouth. Now, I wasn't real savvy on the meanmouths and what they were, but it's a hybrid between largemouth and smallmouth. And this guy pulled out, it was like 11-pound some odd ounce meanmouth, and they said it's potentially a world record. I thought that was pretty crazy. OH Ivy has been lit up here lately. It got hit pretty hard last year. I for sure thought it got pretty fished out last year. It's proved me wrong. I mean, they're still pulling freaking huge bass out of that lake. Crazy. Makes me want to go down there, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I'll probably miss out on it. So, it is what it is. But yeah, it's insane. Absolutely insane. But no, what time we got at? We'll go a couple little more minutes. Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot going on here. Yes, Josh Jones has been catching giants out of that lake. Yes. Yeah, it's crazy to me. It really is. A 17-pound bass, dude. I couldn't imagine. I really couldn't. I would be just flabbergasted. I don't know. Words don't really explain what I'd be like. It'd be pretty crazy. But that share lunker program I talked about, I wasn't real familiar with them. That's a pretty cool program. It really is. I don't know. It was news to me when I found out about it. Yeah, I mean, Set That Hook says, could you imagine just that 17 pound? It still boggles my mind. I've been talking about it for weeks, and it still boggles my mind. I mean, do they put fish back in the lake? Yes. So what I had learned about share lunker was the fish that they take out, wherever they come from, that lake is guaranteed 10,000 fingerlings. So all those fish that they keep alive, they breed them, and then they take all the spawn and put them back into the lakes that contribute. Whereas like OHIV, I think, produced 2 already, but it might have produced more this year, but I know it's produced 2 already this year. So right off the bat, they're getting like 20,000 fingerlings put back in from these legacy bass. And I think they only do it. You can only do share lunker up to like April something. I can't remember the exact date, but it was April something. And hey, Don, appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, it was April something. But I also know if you happen to be a person that donates to the share lunker, first of all, you have to catch a bass 13 pounds or higher. But if you're lucky enough to do it, your name gets automatically put in for a raffle. I mean, there's things like I think it was like a $5,000 shop and spree at Bass Pro, annual fishing permit, just all kinds of stuff. I think there was some money prizes, just a bunch of stuff. I also know there was a guy at Lake Fork, I think they were saying, that would give you a free replica mount of your fish. So to me, that right there, that I would have been happy with that. I mean, $5,000 Bass Pro shop is pretty sweet. Annual fishing permit would be pretty sweet. But yeah, to get a free mount of your fish, that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a real cool program. I'm new to bass, you know. I mean, it's been a year going into my second year, and I'd never heard of them. I've never been blessed enough to hook into anything that big neither. So. But I know Set That Hook, he always goes to Lake Fork, and that is a lake I want to go to. I've seen some of your videos where you pulled out some amazing fish out of there. I mean, you know, to me, they're amazing. You know, I guess guys are catching double digits, that's whatever. But I mean, you pull 6-7 pound bass, you're doing good. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. But looking at the time here, guys, we're going to take our last break before we end the show here real quick. So I'll be right back.
Hey, y'all. I wanted to take a moment to tell you guys about one of our sponsors. Not only are they one of our sponsors, but they are an incredible American company, and they sell fire starting gear. The name of this company is Foot Bushcraft. Now, this stuff works exactly as it is advertised. You take one of those plugs, expose the fibers, one strike with that ferro rod, you got yourself a flame. A decent flame at that. And this flame will burn for 5 minutes or more. So you get that thing put on your tinder, and that's more than enough time to get yourself a sustainable fire. So be sure to head on over to BigfootBushcraft.com. Use discount code WileyRoosterBoys, all one word, at checkout for 15% off your order. And every order placed with our discount code helps support our show. So get on over there, get you some gear, and get you a fire.
Yes, sir. That ad right there, Foot Bushcraft, I can't say enough about them guys. Their fire starting stuff is amazing, and they're actually finally starting to get some more stuff out. Other than just a few things they had, they were a real small company out of Colorado, and it's awesome to watch them grow, and real proud to be a sponsor of those. But talking about sponsors, that was what I was wanting to talk about earlier. So you see this hat right here? Fin and Feather. For y'all listen on the Apple or Spotify, I guess you can't see it, but it's Fin and Feather. Now, Fin and Feather is not partnered up with the Wiley Rooster Boys, but however, they are my partner. And they had kind of disappeared there for a little bit. Some things in life, I guess, happened, and he had kind of disappeared and went off the radar. But old Buzz, he makes a bunch of handmade plastic baits. I mean, he does Senko worms, he does some ridge runner, like some spinners or swim baits, I guess, and does a bunch of them. Actually, I think he does craws. He does a lot of different types of plastics. He also has apparel, stuff like that. But it's really, really nice looking plastic baits. Real neat, like pretty creative what he does with them. And it's something you ain't going to find in a big box stores. But anyhow, he is finally back. And just out of the blue, finally came back. I got to visit with him again. It's awesome. I'm glad to see he's back. I didn't know if he ever was going to come back. So I just found that out recently. I just kind of wanted to bring up, like I said, he's not really a partner with the Wiley Rooster Boys, but I did want to get a shout out to him because he does some awesome things. And I left the link in the description if you want to check him out, just to see what all he has. And if you use, I put that in the description as well. It's going to be Rooster Outdoors 5. It's all one word. Use that; it'll get you a discount too. But yeah, go check him out. He's got some pretty cool baits. Pretty neat, really. I mean, I don't know what else to say about him. You just have to check it out. He's some pretty decent bassmen cut on his stuff. But yeah, I was pretty stoked to hear that, you know. And I love seeing the smaller companies grow. It's just, I've talked about it before, Guggen, you know, and all them. It seems like, and it's not that they're bad, it just seems like they get talked up a lot. And I'm pretty sure I ain't trying to speak for Texas Wiles, but I would be willing to say he's there with me. I ain't saying I've had the greatest luck with Guggen, but, you know, it does work. I'm not going to say that it doesn't. It's just, same time, you know, if I can support a smaller company, I'm going to do it. Much rather do that. But yeah, guys, trying to think. We're at 22 minutes. We'll go for a couple more minutes here. Really didn't have a whole lot going for this episode. Just really wanted to kind of promote that fishing tournament one more time. Try to get as many people to show up there, try to win some prizes. And yeah, I mean that's really all this episode was. That, and I didn't want to keep postponing. You know, we got this giveaway of our own, and I didn't want to push it off a week. Make you guys wait longer, essentially. So that's why I figured we'd just do a little short episode. Just kind of shoot the breeze a little bit. I appreciate everybody stopping in on the live chat. I think we're going to go ahead and just end this, because I think I have pretty well talked about everything I wanted to talk about. And yeah, again, next weekend, I got to double check with him what day we're going to do it, but I should have Maddie from Backwoods Mindset on. Real cool character. Love the guy to death. I've met him a while back, you know, really consider him a friend. He's a real cool guy. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. Like I said, he's an up-and-coming YouTuber, doing a lot of cool things. So, and he's a big fisherman, hunter. So it's always fun to talk with him. But guys, I appreciate you stopping in, watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. You have been listening to the Wiley Rooster Boys podcast. We appreciate your support. God bless.